Welcome to Petrolate, and today we have two vehicles. They are both competitors, and we have the Toyota Vitz and the Nissan Note. So these are vehicles that are competing directly, and we have brought a head-to-head to you guys so that we can show to you that which is value for money. And as we start this review, guys, we're going to start by looking at the looks of the two vehicles. Me, as Dr. Petrolate, if you ask me, between the looks of the Toyota Vitz and the looks of the Nissan Note, I would go for the looks of the Nissan Note because it looks really good. And the selling point of the Nissan Note is the aspect of space, whereas the selling point of the Toyota Vitz is the aspect of efficiency and reliability. And so, guys, join us as we dive deep into these two vehicles and ensure that you make Petrolate your go-to consultant in case you're looking for car content. Keep it locked. Straight into these two vehicles, starting by the Toyota Vitz. The Toyota Vitz in the Kenyan market is a vehicle that is being used so much as a taxi, and you know it's being used in the digital taxi apps like Uber, Taxify, and all the rest. And guys, if you take a look at the Toyota Vitz, and you know you buy the Toyota Vitz and go to a residential area, the first question that a watchman or a security guy will ask you first is that umekuja kupik. So it is being regarded mostly as a taxi. Even if you buy it to use it as, you know, a private vehicle, people will think that it is a taxi. On the Nissan Note, it is not used as a taxi so much. Very few Nissan Notes are being used as taxis, and that is why, you know, I would rather go for the Nissan Note than the Toyota Vitz. But there is a catch that if we dive into the hood of both the Toyota Vitz and the Nissan Note, I would shift my mind towards the Toyota Vitz rather than the Nissan Note. And with that being said, let's dive into the hood of these two vehicles. Under the hood of these two vehicles, let's start with the Toyota Vitz. It comes with either a 1-liter gasoline engine, 1.2-liter gasoline engine, or a 1.5-liter gasoline engine. And you can also get it in a hybrid variant, which means that it will come with an electric motor that adds onto the power that the engine produces. All the Toyota Vitz come with a CVT transmission, except for the manual variant, which is very limited. And you know, the Toyota Vitz in the European markets also come as a Toyota Yaris. It is called a Yaris because it's meant for the European market, and it is tweaked in such a way that it adheres to some of the regulations for it to enter the European market. Right here we have the Nissan Note, and the Nissan Note comes with the 1.2-liter gasoline engine as the baseline. You can also get it in a 1.5-liter gasoline engine or even a diesel engine, and you can get it in the CVT transmission and the manual transmission. Now, this is the catch that I was talking about that can shift my attention from the Nissan Note to the Toyota Vitz. The Nissan Note has a transmission that is very problematic according to Consumer Reports, because its transmission, if not maintained well, will overheat, and it will also bring problems, you know, shifting problems here and there, and it will be very sluggish if it starts bringing problems. So there is also the 1.2-liter engine that comes with the Nissan Note that has an e-power configuration to it. What does that mean? That means that the 1.2-liter engine will have an electric motor in such a way that the 1.2 liter engine acts as a generator. It does not drive the wheels. Instead, it generates power to drive the electric motor, and the electric motor drives the wheels. And that is a very good technology that these vehicles have come with. But this specific one has the 1.2 liter gasoline engine. And guys, if you want to buy between these two vehicles a car that will not give you that much problems when it comes to reliability, go for the Toyota Vitz. But if you want a vehicle, you are keen on maintaining your car, you're keen on maintaining your gearbox, you can go for the Nissan Note. And guys, all these two vehicles are available at Impact Motors in Kiambu Road. If you want to purchase these two vehicles, come specifically to Impact Motors. This is their logo in Kiambu Road, and you will get a chance to interact with these cars, and you can call the number below and you will talk to us and we will direct you on how you will get to purchase these vehicles. So these vehicles are going for roughly 1.2 million Kenyan shillings, and with that we will offer you pre-purchase inspection before you buy a car and give you a go-ahead if you can buy that car or leave it. And Petrolet is here to serve your needs. And with that being said, guys, let's jump into the side profile of these two beautiful vehicles. Now, we're going to start by looking at the side profile of the Toyota Vitz. And if you compare the side profile of these two vehicles, you will notice that the Nissan Note is longer than the Toyota Vitz. And what does that mean? That means that the Nissan Note has bigger space inside, which is its selling point. And right here, when we start with the Toyota Vitz, it has size 15 wheels, and it has the little indicator at the side mirror right here, and there is this mirror that helps with the visibility, typical of many vehicles nowadays. And as we move back like this, you see the height of the vehicle against my height. It is a very short car, and the ground clearance is also very short. And the people who buy these kind of vehicles, they always upgrade the suspension such that the vehicle can be beefed up, and they put stronger springs so that if they carry 5 passengers inside here, the car will not slant. And there is not much going on right here. That's typically it for this car. And now let me take you to the Nissan Note. This had size 15 wheels, but this one has size 14 wheels, but still size 15 can fit in them. And there is also the indicator light strip at the side mirror. There is this mirror, you see, it's like the BMW X6 and the Mercedes-Benz GLE. They kind of copied each other in some way. So this is my favorite in terms of space, because we look at the inside of each vehicle and see that the spaces are quite big inside the Nissan Note. And this one comes with keyless entry. I can just unlock the car with the button right here, which is not in the Toyota Vitz, but other variants of the Toyota Vitz have the keyless entry. And you see we have chrome handles right here, which just those small things. You see, when you have a girlfriend, your girlfriend will always tell you that the small things matter, and that is what matters in this Nissan Note, that makes it be just slightly ahead of the Toyota Vitz. You see, the Toyota Vitz does not have chrome touches on the doors right there, but this one feels a little bit premium more than the Toyota Vitz. The downside of this one is just the CVT transmission that can be problematic over time if you don't take care of it really, really well. And with that being said, guys, let's look at the boot spaces of these two beautiful vehicles.
Volume
there is the boot space of the Toyota Vitz and the boot space of the Nissan Note. When I just compare them with my own eyes, they look to be similar. And another thing that is similar between this boot and this boot is that there is space down here that houses the tire repair kit and the tire compressor, you see. But this material that covers the tire compressor and the tire repair kit of the Toyota Vitz seem to be quite cheap. And there is also this curvature right here that can hold the spare tire if you buy a spare tire as aftermarket. And come with me to the boot space of the Nissan Note. This material that holds the spare wheel is, it's quite heavy. It's made of a material that is quite heavier, so that means that it will last long. And there is also this space to hold the spare wheel if you have one. But this one does not come with a spare wheel. It comes with the usual tire repair kit and the tire compressor. This is the tire compressor, and this right here is the tire repair kit. And if you ask me the practicality of the boot space of the two vehicles, both the two vehicles have ample boot space. No boot space is noticeably larger than the other one. And with that being said, guys, let's explore the interior of these two vehicles and see which one is more basic than the other, because they are all basic variants of the Toyota and the Nissan. So come with me. We are in the interior of the Nissan Note, the 2017 variant. And guys, if you get into the Nissan Note, you feel the aspect of space right when you just enter the car. Plenty of headroom right here, plenty of legroom right here, and the seat is not pushed all the way back. There is still some adjustment to push it even further behind. And I like the long dashboard design that, makes you feel like there is the aspect of space that has been taken care of inside the Nissan Note. There are these spaces right here that, eliminates the blind spots as you're driving the car. And I like the way the side mirrors have been placed on the door. That way, there is also space right here to give you even more view. There is a big window right here, and that also helps with the visibility and the lighting that gets inside the car. And the seats are in a cream and black configuration that also looks really nice. Apart from it being very basic, there are some scratchy plastics right here. There is also vents, that have been crafted in a way that they don't look that bad. The hazard lights. And this car is basic. It doesn't have much as per se. What I like about this steering is that it has the flat steering, and there is a RPM gauge right here and a speedometer, which we will check inside the Toyota Vitz if it also has an RPM gauge like this one. So you see how it lights up right there. This car has 98,000 kilometers on the clock. And if you want to purchase this vehicle, guys, just come to Impact Motors and we will give you a very good deal of this vehicle. There is not much going on apart from all that we've seen right there. There are also some buttons right here to control the usual things in a vehicle, and there is this knob that is metallic. Guys, pay attention to the small details inside the Nissan Note. This is a basic variant of the Nissan Note, and the door handles are made of metal. And with that being said, guys, let's go and look at the interior of the Toyota Vitz and see if it matches or it surpasses the one of the Nissan Note. Honestly speaking, the Nissan Note looks quite better than it. If you look at these plastics over here, both of them have plastics, but hey, this one feels extremely cheap, and you see it is very scratchy. Look at the steering wheel. The steering wheel is also very basic. There is no design that has been done to it. It's very basic. And when you come to the cluster right here, it doesn't even have an RPM gauge. So those are the small details that I was talking about, like the RPM gauge right here and the door knob that opens the door. You find that the one in the Nissan Note is a metallic doorknob, but the one in the Toyota Vitz is a plastic doorknob. Guys, just look at this. This one can even break on you. Just look at that doorknob, guys. And another thing is that if you just look at the fabric interior right here, there is no design that has been done to it. It's just fabric right there. It looks like it can even tear on you if you bring a cut inside here. And that's the catch about the Nissan Note or the Toyota Vitz. Another thing, guys, is that in the Nissan Note, at the back of the Nissan Note, we have automatic mirrors, automatic windows. But look at this one, guys. If I want to take it down, I take it down manually like this, guys. Yo man. And you'll even find that these Toyota Vitz is more expensive than that Nissan Note. So guys, you be the judges, be the beholders, because beauty lies in the eyes of the beer holder. And now, that has been it for these two vehicles. And if you are a client who is looking to buy reliability, please come to Impact Motors and buy the Toyota Vitz, or just call the number below. And if you're a client who is looking for aesthetics and quality, come to Impact Motors and go for the Nissan Note. So guys, the catch about the Nissan Note is that it has a gearbox that is maintenance sensitive. Not that it will just die on you randomly. No. It is maintenance sensitive. But if you want to buy a vehicle that, it's just a car right there, come and get the Toyota Vitz. Both of them are going for around 1.2 million Kenyan shillings. Choose which one that will be best for you. And with that being said, guys, we also offer pre-purchase inspection, and we can source for you a vehicle from Japan, Singapore, UK, name it, and we can get you the car of your dreams. With that being said, keep it locked, guys, and see you in the next video.